What is up, my Titan Army? It is Titan here, aka Tristan. You know what's up. What is up, guys? So, right now, this is my question and answers video, my Q&A video. This is something different for my channel, and I'm excited to do it. So, yeah, we're about to jump into it, but just a few things. So, the reason why I've never done one of these in the past, my channel's been up for around 2 years almost, and I never did one of these because I never thought the channel would amount to anything. I never thought it would become anything big, but it really has grown in the last several months. It's just been shooting way up there, so thank you guys for that, and let's keep going to the top of this shit. So let's get started. And so I gave some of you, I knew who was some of the big subscribers who are always following my channel, and I reached out to a couple of you, and I gave you my personal email address. I'm not going to give that out to the public because I don't want everyone to know my email address and shit, but I gave some of you that, and I think I got a total of 40 questions. So what I had to do was, there's this website, if you guys want to know about it, you can put it's built for a Q&A video, and what you do is you put your questions in, and they filter it, you answer a survey, and they answer, they take I said narrow it down to 5 questions, and I only got to know what one of the questions are. I mean, I know what they all are now because I wrote them down on this piece of paper, because I don't have my tablet to read them off, so I wrote them down on the paper, the 5 that they got narrowed down to. So yeah, so I only knew what one is because I only looked at one, and then just like I said, I know them all now. I think I just repeated myself, but I only know one, and that's the last question, and all the others I have seen, but I didn't choose them, so yeah. So let's get started. This will be a pretty long video for my channel, but, if you guys wanted this, so I'm assuming it doesn't matter that it's long, so, alright, let's get started. So, without further ado, this is the Q&A video for Titan's World. I am Titan, if you didn't know that. If you're new, I am Titan, yeah. So, I'm not going to tell you who these are either, because I don't really want them to be, stalked either. There's some weirdos out on YouTube, not that I don't trust you guys, but some of you are crazy. So, the first question out of the 5 is number 1 favorite movie of all time. Not a certain genre, just in general, favorite movie of all time. See, this is why this video is going to be kind of long. Wow. I love movies. If you guys didn't know that, I'm a huge movie dude. I have a huge ass collection of movies. So, fuck. I would have to say, I know who you are, so thanks for sending me this question. It's a good question. It's just hard to answer. Maybe The Return of the King, or The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, or The Avengers. Between those 3, I would probably have to say my favorite movie of all time right now is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Yeah, I'm going to say that. So, thank you for that question. I know who you are, and thanks for sending me that. If you ever need me to shout out to you or whatever, just let me know. You know who you are. If you ask me that question, then good for you. Okay, so, got a piece of paper. Question number 2 says, I wrote these down really fast, so, I can't even read my own handwriting. Are you and Digo number 1 close? You guys talk about / to each other a lot? Are you and Digo number 1 close? You guys talk about / to each other a lot? Yes, so, if you guys didn't know, Digo number 1 is, Danny Gokin, and, yes, Thank you for this question. Danny is one of my best friends, if not my number one best friend. I met Danny about 5 years ago when I moved to my old house. I moved just last summer. This is actually my first year here at the new house. But when I moved to my old house about 5 years ago, I met Danny. It was weird because like we didn't like each other at all at first. What happened was he was like, I was dating his old girlfriend named Lexi, and we were at this park that was right by our house called Spring Gulch Park, and I went down there with her. And the funny thing is like he came out and he was like hiding behind some bushes and stuff, and like acted, and he didn't think I think he knew we noticed him, but I think he just wanted to see what was going on. He was pretty mad about that. And then, like, I guess, yeah. And then I didn't like him at first. I thought he was weird, and he thought I was weird, and we were like, fuck you to each other. Well, no, we didn't believe in that word back then. We didn't cuss at all. We were little kids. We were, like, 12 years old when this happened. This was, like, in 2008. The end of 2008 or the beginning of 2009. And today's 2014. But yeah, Danny Gokin, he's one of my best friends. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel. Digo number 1 is his channel. He does pretty much the same shit as me. And yeah. But he's a really good friend of mine. And I'm actually hanging out with him next weekend or next week. Since we're on summer break. Well, he's on summer break. I get out on Thursday. He'll probably come spend like, it's usually just like he can only spend 1 day. But he'll probably spend like 2 or 3 days with us. And yeah, so hope you guys like that. Yeah, thanks for that question. You know who you are. Number 3 says, you are a big fan of rap, ? So who's your favorite rapper and why? Okay, this is a good question, and I know who you are. I know who all these people are, and yes, I am a big fan of rap, and if you guys didn't notice, like from how many videos I've done with the same thing, Eminem is my favorite rapper, and why is he my favorite rapper? I just feel like he explains music in a way other rappers can't, and he mixes it up, you know? He talks about what's real in his life. He's not just like, pussy, money, weed, syrup, and I'm Lil Wayne, and I'm stupid, and, like, no, Eminem keeps it real, and I'm not just saying that because I'm white, but no, I don't really think any rapper has matched his caliber, what he, like, releases and the amount of time he releases, like, he released 3, number 1 LPs in 4 years, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, and the Eminem Show. You know, they're not in that order. But, yeah, he just can't be fucked with in the rap game. And that's just my opinion. But truly, like, people, I mean, this might sound mean and stuff, but, like, get over it. Seriously, like, stop riding Tupac and Biggie's dick. They're dead. And I don't think they ever even matched M. I don't think anyone's ever been close to M's level. Wayne had it for a minute when M was, like, doing drugs and shit. So, yeah, but Eminem is the best, and for that reason, he keeps it real, talks about his daughter, talks about what he doesn't have, what he's gonna do to, like, you know, he just keeps it real. So, yeah, thank you for that question. Okay. Question number 4, and then just a question that I knew about and I picked out. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Can I meet you? You're really cute, too. Love Yuz, spelled like that. Can you meet me? Like, I knew your email address. It sounded girly. I'm hoping you're a girl. Sure. If you like, think I'm cute and you're hot, maybe we can get together and do some shit. No, I'm kidding, but, like, yeah, I mean, if you want, I guess, you can. I mean, as long as you're not, like, some guy pretending to be a girl, because I don't do that shit. That is nasty. I have a problem with that kind of thing. I know that sounds mean, but yes, I do not like gay people. I'm sorry I said that, but I don't. Sorry. Yeah. I just, not that I'm like, oh, fuck you, fuck gay people, but it's like, it kind of creeps me out, and I'm not used to it, just because of the environment I'm raised in. I'm, like, my family is all straight, so, yeah. But, yeah, if you wanted to meet me and you're hot, then, yeah, I'll meet you. I mean, we don't have to do that, but, like, if it's cool that I have a fan that's that big of a fan, I guess. I mean, yeah, as long as you don't kill me, sure. Alright, and then the last question, which I knew about. So, thank you to who sent this question to me. You sent me this question, and I liked it a lot because it's a really good question, and this will probably take up like 5 minutes of the video. So, if you guys are still watching with 10:57 minutes, 59, 11 minutes through, then just hold in there. We're almost done. So, the 5th question is, Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, versus DC Cinematic Universe, the DCCU. Thoughts, like, okay, so, here's the thing with this. Like, the Marvel Universe can't be fucked with. Like, they are on, like, a different level, like, with people making superhero movies, like, everyone wants to be them, and their biggest breakthrough was with the Avengers in 2012. They made bank from that, and that's really what started this phase bullshit and started the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, Iron Man 1 started it, but, like, the breakthrough was really the Avengers, because they hadn't, if you guys don't know this was actually true. They never planned to do a phase 2 and 3. They never even planned to do a 2nd and 3rd Avengers. It just worked out because of the success of it. And, so, yeah, that is my opinion on the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe, because, yeah. And then, the only thing I think they messed up on was selling the rights to Spider-Man. I mean, come on, like, that would have been sick if he was in the Avengers, because Andrew Garfield's a good Spider-Man, so that would have been cool, but that's just my opinion. Some of you might be riding Tobey Maguire's dick, so if you're like that, then sorry, but I like them both equally. But Andrew Garfield's the newest and the freshest, so yeah. And then the DC Cinematic Universe. The thing with DC, okay, like, they've had their moments. Like, the thing with DC, like, their breakthrough was the Dark Knight trilogy, really. That's pretty much it. Like, besides that, I mean, they've had their, like, Green Lantern failed. You know, I thought it was a good movie. I actually just watched it recently with Danny for the first time, and I liked it. But it did so shitty in the box office, so. And then Man of Steel is okay. Like, it's a good movie, like, and it did good, which leaded to this new universe thing they're creating. But, I don't really care for Superman. I don't know. I just always thought he was, like, a stupid hero. Like, fucking weirdo, like, wearing a cape and has a giant S on his chest where I suck dick. But, no, I'm kidding. But, no, but that's just my opinion. The thing with DC, though, is this new cinematic universe they're creating is newer than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But, Marvel definitely won, in my opinion, with the start of it, because Marvel's first movie for their cinematic universe was Iron Man, and DC's for the start of theirs was Man of Steel, the first one, and truly, most people would say Iron Man is better. That movie was, in my opinion. Don't know what you would think. Danny would probably say that too. But Man of Steel 2 comes out in 2016. It's called Man of Steel: Dawn of Justice, but most people are calling it Batman vs. Superman: The Dawn of Justice. And I feel like DC screwed up again, truly, because Man of Steel came out in 2013. So you could have gone 2013. You had the start of the DC universe with Superman. Then 2014, like halfway through 2014, they could have put out a new Batman movie. Now, the reason that this is all messed up is because of the death of Heath Ledger. I don't care what you guys say. That is truly the reason why. Their original plans were with Marvel. They were originally planning to do what Marvel was doing, and it would have worked, but Heath Ledger died, which screwed up everything. The Dark Knight Rises turned into something else with Bane starring Tom Hardy. Not that Tom Hardy's not good, but he doesn't fuck with Heath Ledger at all. So, if Heath Ledger would have lived and not overdosed on drugs, then Dark Knight Rises would have been differently, and Joker would have been locked away for good in Arkham Asylum, and that would have led in to... Well, because there was speculation that it was Superman, like in the Man of Steel trailer, Superman's like going up into the air like this, like how he always does. He's like, yeah, fist of whatever, and he was like flying into the air, and there was speculation that at the end of the Dark Knight Rises, you know, Batman throws the bat, flies the bat out into the bay of the ocean or whatever, so the bomb can detonate and the Gotham saved. But there was speculation that Superman and Batman are in the same world, so there was speculation that Superman punched the bat and the bomb so far into the water and flew off with Batman really quick, and he lived, and that was going to lead into Man of Steel 2, which would have been Dawn of Justice, which would have been called The Dark Knight versus Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice. Now it's Batman because they're going with a more Batman-looking thing, like a more Batman from Arkham Asylum, like the Arkham comics arc thing, Batman. But that was the original plans that DC had. It was official. I don't care if you guys want to argue, because look it up. But now that they have to reboot the Batman, what they could have done was put Man of Steel out in 2013 like they did. Then halfway through 2014, put out the new rebooted Batman movie, the first one. And then in 2016, like they're planning on doing, is Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice. I think it's stupid how they're not giving us any backstory on Batman. Like, I'm sure he's going to have his own story after that movie, and then they'll introduce the Flash, and then they have to reboot Green Lantern, and then I don't know who else is in Justice League, but yeah, and then they'll do the Justice League movie, and then, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do after that, because they can't cross over with Marvel. Marvel was gonna let that happen. They had to come to agreement, but DC fucked up and spent too long, and Marvel's like, nope, not happening, bye bitch. So, yeah. So that's my opinion on that. In a fight, who would win, the Avengers or the Justice League? Most people would obviously say the Justice League, and I would too. That's just because we're thinking of, like, you gotta think who it would come down to. Like, the main core Avengers, Cap would die. Cap would, if we're not counting those stupid, like, Black Widow and Hawkeye, they're pointless. They just had to have two more. Cap would die first. Like, I don't care who like, you think, how good you think Captain America is. Batman would kick Cap's ass. So, yeah. Or, I don't know how it would go up. I know it would be like Hulk versus Superman, Cap versus Batman, and I think Green Lantern versus Iron Man, and then Thor versus whoever. Or I don't know, but Cap would die first, probably. Batman would die then first for Justice League, and then, because I'm only counting Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern, because I don't, oh wait, and Flash. So, no, Flash would go before Batman, then Batman would die. So Cap, then Tony in the Iron Man suit would die. So and then it would really come down. It would be stuck. So Batman's dead. So is Flash, and so is Captain America and Iron Man. So it would come down to a head match between the Hulk and Thor tag teaming against Superman and Green Lantern. Now Hulk could win against Superman. All he would have to do is grab a giant piece of kryptonite in both of his hands and keep slamming it into Superman, and Superman would eventually succumb to it and die. And then you got to think, though, that there's then there's Green Lantern versus Thor, and Green Lantern would win. So, and then Green Lantern would eventually kill the Hulk. Yeah, because he can't die. Like, that ring is the most powerful thing in the universe, pretty much. So, Green Lantern would be left standing, and that would be the end of that. So, yeah, but this video is super long. This is a 20-minute video, but it's a question and answer video, so these are always very long because you got to explain them. But here's my sheet, and thank you for those questions, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be tomorrow. Peace out.